Welcome class 5, class 4 in your EVS class, and at first I would like to tell you Shubha Bijoya, and I hope you have enjoyed a lot in your puja vacation and kept all the blessings are there for you, dear. I hope you will be shortly soon join us, and we will again have the classes in front of each other, and I pray to God for that, okay, because we all are missing you a lot. School is missing you people, because when you are in front of us, it is fun to have the class, to take the class, it is real fun. But when you are away from us, we are not feeling well, but we are praying God that very soon we will meet again, okay. Now let's the class start. As we know, the chapter this changing families we have already completed, and the question answers whatever is given in the workbook we already completed it, but the last the chapter is being left little bit, okay. So at first we will complete that. There are many girls who get married before they are 18 years old. Many of them have to leave school. There are many true stories of the girls Shushila or Ranga Reddy district who are going back to school. She also got the help of the panchayat. The panchayat said that young children should play and study, not to be married off. A group of people of Andhra Pradesh hold special camps to help married girls to go back to school. Acha. Jangamma and Chitty say we would like to study and stand on our own feet. So there are so many examples of the girls who were after the marriage they just interested in the studies, and even after the marriage they again joined the school. For this, two girls names are there, like Shushila and of Ranga Reddy district. So she has joined the school. She again started to going to the school after her marriage, because government has fixed age of 18. After 18 a girl can get marriage, but in some places we can see few of the girls of the boys are getting married in their childhood, and that is not allowed by the government. But even if happens in the class, if it happens in your area, in your neighborhood, you have to protect against it, because it is not allowed to, it is not allowed to just do like this. This is page number 75, the last content or the last part of the chapter which I didn't explain. Page 75. I will let you know after 1 and 2 days. I will tell you, because I think it will become just chapter 10 who to another chapter which I am going to take. Till that, from the first chapter till 10, okay, 1 to 10, chapter number 1 to 10 will become, okay. So you just go through it and and keep on reading, okay, because I hope that long questions will be not given to you. So you when you will go through the textbook and you will go through your workbook, you will able to answer all the MCQ, because you don't have to learn a lot of things, but you have to know all the things from the chapter, isn't it? Okay. Now, so this is the thing, and in the Andhra Pradesh, even Andhra Pradesh, some of the organizations had protest against the child marriage, and the girls who got married in the earlier stage, they have sent them to the send them to the school again for completing their studies, okay. Now we will say or discuss the question answers which are given in page number 76. So page 76, questions answer are homework, because these all are actually on your own experience. First question, are there any such children in your neighborhood who had dropped out of the school? Do you want to go back to the school? So you just write the name. If any of the child is there who has to drop out the school and he or she has to work for her living, or that person got married, so you have to write the name of that person. Now what are they doing these days? What they are doing, you have to write that. Has anybody in your family got married recently? You will write the name. What was the age of the bride and groom? So these all are the question or the answers which will vary in each and every child, because anybody got married in your neighborhood or not, I don't know that. Anybody has got married in your family, that I don't know. So these all answers you have to write your own. Okay, so we will move towards the next chapter. So page 76 you will write your own. Now we will move towards the page number this is the page number 77, and the chapter is who to do. Okay, who to do or who to do. Who tutu means? You know what is who tutu means? Yes, it is a type of kabaddi. There are so many names of this game. You will see in local area, in each and every region, it has a different name. So it is who tutu. Some people in our area it is called kit kit. In some other area there are some other names. So it is given here. What are these girls doing? See the picture. What these girls are doing, because they all are playing kabaddi. Why? How do you know this is kabaddi? Because in the kho-kho, a team has to be set and another team has to run. But in this picture we are seeing this girl is trying to touch the central line, and the other members of the other team, they are trying to hold this girl, or they are trying to catch this girl. So from this way we come to know they are playing kabaddi, isn't it? So this is the way we come to know this is a kabaddi. So what are these girls doing? They are shouting out, 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 and it is clear that they are playing a game. So what game they are playing? They are playing kabaddi. As if a girl is being touched by some other girls or some by other members of the other team, and that girl who was trying to catch the other girls, she touched the central line, the all other members who are trying to hold that girl, they are being out in kabaddi. That is the rule of the kabaddi. So what do you call this game? This game is so many names. One is chedugudu, second is hu tutu, and chu, kit kit, ha do do, or kabaddi. So there are so many names. These all names seems to us very funny, but these all names belong to kabaddi. These all names are of kabaddi. Now when 6 girls surrounded Shamla and caught her, everyone thought that she was out. Somebody caught her leg and somebody her arms, while one girl caught her by the waist. But Shamla was not the one to give up. She dragged herself and managed to touch the line in the center. So that means the name of this girl is Shamla, and she is actually trying to touch the central line. Central line means the line which is being drawn in the middle of that field, or that court, which is divided the two teams into two parts, and the Shamla is trying her best to touch the central line, so that if once she touches the line, that means the persons or the members who are trying to catch that girl, they all will become out. Okay, so this is the way she is trying to catch the line, and she is trying her best to touch the middle line. Now other girls are trying to hold her, and she is dragging herself, she is crawling towards the central line. Now when Shamla touches the line, all the girls of the opposite team were holding her, so all of them got out. So the team members of the Shamla's team, they shouted out, out, because all members who were trying to touch the Shamla, they all got out. So that's why they become very happy for their team and they all were shouting out and out. But Rosie argued them Shamla had taken a breath in between. What is the another rule of that game is the person who is trying to touch the girls who has gone to the another part of the field or to the another team, that person has to hold the breath while he or she is touching the members of that opposite team. If once she breathe or once he or she breathe out or once they have take the breath, that means that person has to be out. Okay. So what Rosie claimed? She claimed that Shamla has taken the breath. Once she has taken the breath, so she is out. But the other 5 members, they didn't claim. As total members of the opposite team was 6, they were trying to hold the Shamla, but other team members did not claim that. Only Rosie argued that she has taken the breath. But who is there to just sort out this type of disputes? There are referees, no? They whistle for starting the game. They whistles when somebody is doing the falls in the game. They whistle when somebody is doing the wrong things in the game. So these all are being maintained and controlled by the referee. Maybe some judges are also there, but in the normal game, referee is there and the game members of the teams are there to play. And do you know how many members are there in the team? Usually 7 members in both teams. Sometimes we can exceed them up to 11 pairs. Okay, so the 7 all time this has to be in a odd number. 7, 9 or 11 players can play the this game. Okay, now next one is she dragged herself and managed to touch the line in the center. When Shamla touched the line, all girls of the opposite team were holding her. They all become out. So her Shamla's team member become very happy. But Rosie argued and she said that she is not true. This is not true. She said that she had taken a breath. Why did the girls keep holding her? There was a big argument. And finally, Shamla won because she argued that the other members who all were touching her, so other members didn't claim about her breathing, only Rosie told it. So maybe she didn't understand and she was right. Shamla ultimately referee given the decision for Shamla that she has won. Actually, she didn't breathe. So the other members become out. And in this way, the 6 members of the opponent team become out. Understood? Now, next, when do you play Kabaddi? How many players do you have in the team? You know how many members are there in the team? There are so many members in the team because, yes, very good. You have done all your answers very good. You have completed it. Very good. Now we are doing the next chapter. You just concentrate on it. Okay. And when the time will come, I will tell you to submit the answers. Okay. Now, when you play Kabaddi, how many players do you have in the team? Write down fast. How many members should be in each team? Yes. How many members should be there in the team? There should be 7 members or yes, write fast. Joita, how many members? There may be 7 members or yes, 7 in each team. 6 to 7 and sometimes up to 11 players we can take. Okay, very good. You have written, yes, Oishika written, Shubhangana, Shuprotik, Joita, they all have written. Yes, Joita 11 also. So 7 to 11 players can play the game. Very good. Now, how many players got out when Shamla touched the line? How many members become out when Shamla touched the line? 6. Very good. So there were 6 members were there who were touching. Nilanjan, it is not 5, it will be 6, okay, because 6 members were trying to touch the Shamla. So all six members become out. Now do you have ways to resolve dispute in the game? Yes. Can you suggest me anybody that if any kind of disputes are in the game, then who solve these disputes in the game? Who solve these disputes? Referees are there. Yes, referee is there who control your game, who says that who is doing the wrong things in the game, who is being out, who is not, who is in the game. So these all disputes are actually sorted by the referee. Okay. So this is all about. Now so this is what a game of the kabaddi is like that. Pushing and pulling, screaming and shouting, dragging and falling on the ground. It is a rough game, yet it has many rules. So kabaddi, we know there are 2 and 3 rules. You should have to know about your strength. What is your strength and how you can use your strength? You have to use your brain. You have to use your coordination of your leg, eyes, and other body parts should be there. You have to check out the plan within your mind that how I will go in the opponent team, to whom I will touch first, whether it will be the strongest person or whether it will be the weakest person to touch, so that I can make the team weak and how I will get the victory over that team. So these all plans you have to make, and you have, according to that, you have to move inside the opposite opposite field or opposite side of the field. Now it is a rough game. Why it is a rough game? While some person is dragging you, when there are some kind of dispute, maybe you are trying hard to hold that person. So in this type of struggle, maybe you the persons who are playing, the members who are playing the game, they got injuries, they got some kind of injuries and the wounds. So they have to be careful about it, because it is a rough game. But maybe it is a rough game, but there are lot of fun. Okay, lots of fun is there while playing this. Now Ishika, whatever you have written, it is just not clear. Now, at the holding your breath while running and continuously saying kabaddi, kabaddi, and also try to touch the player on the opposite team. So many things to do in the kabaddi. You can do it as long as you can hold your breath. So the first thing, when the person who is going to the opponent team, that person has to hold the breath. If once she or he releases the breath or take out the breath, that person become out. So within practice, you have to hold your breath within you and see how many time, how many breath you can hold, how many countings you can count while you are holding your breath. So it is a good practice for playing kabaddi, because holding the breath is the main step of the playing kabaddi. Okay, so you will see that how many countings you can do while you are just holding your breath, how many times you can count while you are holding your breath. Okay, and when you are playing the game, that means naturally the number of breaths will be reduced or decreased while you are just playing, because when you are holding the breath, when you are sitting somewhere in a relaxation, that is different. When you are moving inside the field, that time it is different. So there are number of countings will be different from each other. Now try to hold your breath and keep saying kabaddi, kabaddi. How many times could you say it? You just do it and give me the answer. Okay, how many times can you say while you are playing kabaddi? Is there any difference? Yes, there should be some difference, because while playing we are using our energy, and so it will be reduced in number. And when we are sitting ideally and counting, holding our breath and counting kabaddi, kabaddi, it will be not so less, it will be, numbers will be increased. Now next time when you play kabaddi, focus your attention, because your legs, your eyes and your arms, they all should be in a Yes, good. They all should be in a coordination along with your brain, because you have to focus on the girl or the boy to whom you want to touch. Along with the coordination of your eyes and legs should be there. So it is a game where you have to use your brain, legs and eyes, everything very sharp for playing this type of game. Okay, make a picture of your notebook to show how Shamla managed to get the entire opposite team out in one go. So you will make this, and you will make at your home actually. What does the mean to be out in the game? What does one get out in the kabaddi? So when a person who is going to the opponent team releases its breath or his or her breath, that means it become out. And when a person is being caught by the opponent team and that person releases the breath, that person will be out. And when a person touches the central line and some other members of the opponent team is being caught trying to catch that person, they all members will become out. So there are so many possibilities for getting out in the kabaddi. Okay. In kabaddi, the entire team was out because Shamla had touched the line. What are some other games in the central line very important? As we know, there are two things are given. Name some games in which are very important to touch the player. Yes, Kho-Kho is there, and any other? Kabaddi is there, Kho-Kho is there, and what is that? Lame man is there. There are so many games in which we have to touch the other players, and central line is also very important in tennis, badminton, this thing, kabaddi. Any kind of game, they need the central line. So we will write these all. What are the games in which beside the players you have to touch some other things or color? That is tippy top, isn't it? So that game we also play sometimes. Now that's all for the first content, and if you have any kind of question you can ask me. The next part we will complete in my next class. Okay, have a nice day, and kindly write down your presence. If you are present, write down I am present here, and if you have any confusion, if you want to ask me something, you can write it. Okay, thank you. Bye.